Good morning. Foreigners to make up 11% of Japan's population by 2070. A recent report has projected that foreigners will make up almost 11% of Japan's population by 2070. The country's population is now just under 125 million, with about 2.4% being foreigners. But Japan's overall population has fallen every year since 2011, and it's expected to decrease to 87 million by 2070, according to new data from the National Institute of Population and Social Security Research, IPSS. At the same time, people are expected to live even longer. Average life expectancy is projected to rise from 81.6 years for men and 87.7 years for women in 2020 to 85.9 years for men and 91.9 years for women in 2070. And the percentage of people aged 65 and older is expected to increase from nearly 30% today to almost 40% in 2070. The IPSS expects the country's population will actually decrease a little more slowly than it had projected in its last report in 2017. Japan's population is now expected to fall below 100 million in 2056, 3 years later than have been projected in the previous report. And this slowing down will mainly be due to people coming to Japan from abroad. Where's the Japanese people? The IPSS now says the number of foreigners coming to live in Japan is expected to be around 164,000 a year until 2040, more than twice that 69,000 per year that had been projected in the 2017 report. If this countries, the IPSS expects that foreigners will make up 10.8% of Japan's total population by 2070. Questions. What percentage of Japan's population are foreigners? What is Japan's population expected to be in 2070? When is Japan's population expected to fall below 100 million? And a discussion. What are your thoughts on the IPSS projections? What challenges do you think Japan will face due to its decreasing population? Why do you think Japan's life expectancy is so high? Have you met any foreigners who have moved to your country permanently? Well, I guess I do. What do you imagine makes people want to move your country? Safety. Definitely. Further discussion. What aspects of life in your country do you imagine foreigners found challenging? What advice would you give someone planning to move to your country? Have any of your friends or family moved overseas permanently? Would you ever consider moving overseas for work? Yes, I had and have. What parts of the world could you see yourself living in? Anywhere would be beautiful.